On Monday, I was doing my weekly shopping
On Monday, I was doing my weekly shopping
when I bumped into an old friend of mine.
when I bumped into an old friend of mine.
We hadn't seen each other for more than 10 years.
We hadn't seen each other for more than 10 years.
So it was a real surprise to see her in my local supermarket.
So it was a real surprise to see her in my local supermarket.
We stopped in the middle of the aisle, mouths open.
We stopped in the middle of the aisle, mouths open.
Then hugged and chatted for what felt like ages.
Then hugged and chatted for what felt like ages.
It turns out she'd been living overseas, in Istanbul,
It turns out she had been living overseas,
and had
Istanbul,
only just moved back home.
and had only just moved back home.
That's why we hadn't seen each other for so long.
That's why we hadn't seen each other for so long.
While we were talking, another friend wandered up the aisle.
While we were talking, another friend wandered up the aisle.
It was one of our old classmates from high school.
It was one of our old classmates from high school.
What a coincidence!
What a coincidence!
And it turns out he'd recently become a dad.
And it turns out he had recently become a dad.
He had his new baby girl tucked up in the pram.
He had his new baby girl tucked up in the pram.
He admitted to us he was just trying to get out of the house for a while.
He admitted to us he was just trying to get out of the house for a while.
So we decided to go to the cafe next door.
So we decided to go to the next cafe next door.
We couldn't miss this chance to catch up after all of these years.
We couldn't miss this chance to catch up after all of these years.
But it turned out to be a disaster.
But it turned out to be a disaster.
We ordered cake, but it tasted terrible.
We ordered cake, but it tastes terrible.
We ordered coffee, but it never came.
We ordered coffee, but it never came.
When one of the waitresses was rushing to open the door for a customer,
When one of the waitresses was rushing to open the door for customers,
she knocked over a huge vase of flowers, which,
she knocked over a huge vase of flowers which,
you guessed it, smashed onto our table.
you guessed it, smashed onto our table
And soaked us with water.
and soaked us with water.
Fortunately, we were having so much fun reminiscing about old school days
Fortunately, we were having so much fun reminiscing about old school days
that it didn't really bother us too much.
that it didn't really bother us too much.
Step 3. On Monday, I was doing my weekly shopping when I
When I
bumped into
bumped
an
into an
old
old
friend of
friend
mine.
of mine.
We
We hadn't
hadn't
seen
seen each other for more than 10
years.
years. So it was
So
a
it
real
was a real
surprise
surprise
to see her in my local supermarket. We stopped,
We
in
stopped
the
in the
middle
middle
of the aisle, mouths
mouths
open,
open.
then hugged and
Then
chatted for
hugged
what
and
felt like
chatted for
ages.
what felt like ages.
It turns out
It
she'd
turns
been
out
living
she had been living
overseas
overseas
in
in
Istanbul
Istanbul
and had only
and
just
had only
moved
just
back
moved
home.
back home.
That's
That's
why
why
we hadn't seen each other for so long.
While
While
we were talking,
another
another friend
wandered
wandered
up
up the aisle.
It was one of
It
our
was
old
none of
classmates
classmates
from
from
high
high
school.
school.
What
What
a
a
coincidence.
coincidence!
And it
And it
turns
turns
out
out
he
he had
had
recently
recently become
become
a
a dad.
dad. He had
He
his
had
new
his new
baby
baby
girl
girl
tucked
tucked
up
up
in
in
the
the
pram.
pram.
He admitted to us he was just trying to get out of the house for a while. So we decided to go to the cafe next door. We couldn't miss this chance to catch up after all of these years. But it turned out to be a disaster. We ordered cake,
but it
tasted
is terrible.
We
We
ordered
coffee, but it
never
never
came.
came.
When
When
one of the waitresses was rushing to open the door for a
for
customer,
customers,
she knocked over a huge vase of flowers which, you guessed it,
smashed it onto our table
and
and
soaked
soaked
us with
us with
water.
water.
Fortunately, we were having so much fun reminiscing about old school days that it
But
didn't
it didn't
really bother us too much.
much.
So you made it